Everything said on this channel is for educational or entertainment purposes only. Now, this is going to lean toward the entertainment part. And maybe a little bit of educational. I don't know. We'll see.
Hope everybody's having a good 4th of July. What's up, Danny West? How about that Morocco? The impossible. I forgot it's your big day in America. Yeah, I got done watching the Revolutionary War documentary called "It's a Hornet's Nest" on A&E documentary. A Hornet's Nest, episode 3, I think, of the Revolutionary War. I'm a historian buff, Danny West. I'm a historian buff. I studied up on the Revolutionary War. I know all the characters in it. The front lines. George Washington, Benjamin Franklin. Benedict Arnold. The British, Sir Bannister Tarleton. Well, we got 22 in the box. It's 101 degrees here, Danny West. I'm not bothered with anything. I'm here in the air conditioned. Going to get some things done here in a little bit. Barbecues and picnics aren't for me, Danny West. Horseshoe games and bobbing for apples aren't my thing. You know what I mean? Playing horseshoes and bobbing for apples aren't my thing anymore, Danny West. When I was a kid, I thought like a kid. Pool parties, all that bullshit. There's a big old pool right here I could jump right into. No grilling for me. I'd like to be drilling, but I'm not even doing that, Chad. You know, I would like to be drilling and chilling, but there's no drilling for me. And there's no grilling for me either, Chad. Grilling is the best. That's for sure. I grew up with barbecues and all that, but I don't like them. Danny, good evening. I'd rather wear a birthday suit than a bathing suit. You know what I mean? Besides, best by every test, King Camillo. Have a good 4th. Please stay safe. I'll be safe, all right, right here. Morocco kept my 50-1 outright. The titles of your streams have been very deep, John. Yes. Yes. I put some effort into my stuff, Sarah. I put a little effort in, you know. Instead of having King Live and King Live, I decided to put a little effort, a little thought in my streams. Echoes of yesterday. Now, what's more attractive than that, Sarah Lee? The echoes of yesterday. The efforts is noticed and appreciated. In love with a crackhead. Sarah, you want to come up? Game 25, your whole family is barbecuing and you're left out of it. You're left out of it, Dave 25. Moose Knuckles certainly has some good cartoons of you. This episode can go on and on and on. On and on and on. Now, look, people, don't be holding any fireworks in your hands, and blow your fingers off or anything, okay? Because you need your fingers. What have you been doing, Sarah? Game 25 is you lose the hot dog. That's from France. Just 20 grand. Might get hurt. Oh, that's a lot. Easy money, nothing doing. I was moving a lot of lumber during the excessive heat warning. I know it's better, but it had to get done. Paraguay are no mugs. Why, how hot is it there where you're at? Sarah Lee, how hot is it? Paraguay are no mugs. Well, the Americans are no mugs. And Sarah was lifting that wood. Yeah. Sarah, you like wood? Sarah likes her wood. Jose, can you see by the dawn's early light? You know how that started. You know, there used to be this little Mexican boy behind the ballpark fence, and he could never see inside the ballpark fence. So one day he got an idea. He was going to climb the pole, ballpark field. So he started climbing, and then everybody started chanting, "Jose, can you see on the dawn's early light?" And that's how they got the name, Jose, can you see? All because of a little Mexican boy. Found a way to see behind the fence. He climbed up that pole. And everybody took their attention away from the game and looked at little Jose climbing up there. And they all joined in together. Jose, can you see? Hot dogs. Mexico ain't going to win nothing. Who likes hot dogs? Fat kids, skinny kids, kids who eat a lot, short kids, big kids, even kids with chicken pox. Sing it to me, Danny. kids love Armour hot dogs. Fat kids, skinny kids, kids that eat a lot, short kids, big kids, even kids with chicken pox love hot dogs. Armour hot dogs. Dave 25 bought a grill. He bought a grill. He said he's going to camp out. He's going to camp out while watching fireworks with a grill. He's going to grill some hot dogs and hamburgers. And, he's going to camp out and just sleep. After the fireworks, he's just going to sleep in there and just stay the night. So it's grill time and fireworks for Dave 25. David James bought him a grill. A portable grill. The little charcoal, the lighter fluid. You put a little charcoal down and you put some lighter fluid on there. Joey Chestnut won his 18th mustard yellow belt. $66 hot dogs and buns in 10 minutes. When it comes to Dave 25, David James is in love with him, Danny. He's in love with him. You can't stop true love, You can't stop true love. He said, it's not the size of a weenie. He says, Camillo, it's not the size of a weenie that Dave 25 has. Dave 25, he's an upstanding man. John, it's not the size of a weenie. Down from 71 this year, and the hot dogs are probably smaller. I hope he's getting paid for all that, Chad. What about this white Tupac guy? Whatever happened to him? Remember him? Sweet cherries, I want a cherry to eat, but you ain't gonna find too many cherries around. I'll tell you that, Danny West. Not around anymore. Dead. White Tupac is dead. I heard that. Cherry Chestnut is around where I'm at, Chad, I believe. I believe that he lives in the area where I'm at, Philadelphia, the outskirts of Philadelphia, New Jersey, like that. Tape 25, Flutter's not even in here. Why are you talking? Irrelevant. They're all irrelevant, Dave 25. A lot of these people, they got to lick from the windows out. You know what I mean? They got to lick the windows looking in. Get with David James or else he's going to put you back on that milk carton. That's what he said. Who did he tell that to? Who did David James tell that to? The milk carton thing. There's so many. I can't think of who he said it to. Iced out. He's iced out. Oh, that's right. You got a good memory. He said it to PDX. She's going to be on a milk carton. What that means, is in his country, and it used to be around here. What that means is in this country and around there, if somebody turned up missing, they would put your photo in a milk carton to have people try to identify if they've seen you or not. You know what I mean? So your face would be on a milk carton for missing people, that disappeared or that just aren't around anymore, that just got vanished. So David James is saying, certain people are going to be on milk cartons. That's hey, Bernstein. Run it up. Everybody's mentioning your name. They're all mentioning your name. Run it up as saying this, and run it up as saying that, and run it up as saying that. I'm like, what? It seems like you have all the hidden information. Run it up as saying. Run it up as saying. What? What kind of bullshit? What kind of bullshit you spreading now? Run it up. Yeah, I did a morning stream. They were in here saying, run it up as saying this about this and legal and court and all this. Run it up as saying. What facts? I haven't heard one fact coming from you yet. Hey, Apex. I already had Mr. T. Now I'm eating Flutter. Facts. Don't be Jelly King. Magtor says, run it up name is all over Discord. That's what they say. They said, you're the one spreading all these lies. Run it up. I'm not saying it. I'm just reporting what they said. That you're in there with these people spreading lies around. But your name gets kicked around too much for saying stuff, I want a jelly cake, Mr. Kamisha, not Mr. T. Misha. What about Misha? Hey, what's going on, man? How's the grill coming?
Yeah, how does your chat know I'm back talking to Nelson Green again?
You are?
Yeah.
Does Nelly have a court hearing on the 17th? That's what they're saying.
What he told me is I walked away and I'm not coming back.
From what?
YouTube.
Who, Nelly said that?
Yeah.
Does he have a court hearing the 17th?
He said something about 2017, not the 17th. I don't know.
Run it up said the 17th.
He was stalking me, sending me all my old shit. Like, here, I'll send you what he said. He's a fucking weirdo.
Well, the cut says. Nelson's just telling everyone, Dave. Dave says it's all a lie.
Cuck.
What did you send me?
What Nelly sent me.
You're going on vacation with him?
Yeah, that was fucking years ago. Oh, that video.
Also talking crap on Big Red again. Really, Carl? Dave was crying about not being able to get some Wendy's chili. Really? That's why he's hiding, Carl. David James, you're a flip-flopper, apparently. Day 25 said you're a flip-flopper. He said you were over with the enemy on Zombie's channel. acting real nice and kissing ass. That you were bootlicking. Nelson Green. Run it up. Why does Nelson Green have court? Hi, Diamond Girl. How you doing, honey? Yeah, he was bootlicking. He was bootlicking. He was really, really bootlicking. I don't know. They're saying, Diamond Girl, they're saying that Nelson Green has court coming up. Is that true? We all seen it. It's up on Lunas, David James. It's up on Lunas. You're a bootlicker. Come back up. Come back up. You're a bootlicker. Nobody likes you, David James. He spent an hour saying anybody that's around that person is going to get iced out. And then 20 minutes later, he was up there. Well, think about it for a little bit. I don't want to hear your shit. You were caught. Oh, Jeff Hulk. He was bootlicking, man. He was bootlicking. This fucking David James bootlicks with the enemies. Wait a minute. Nelly got court. Yes. You're a bootlicker because you bootlicked with Sandy Hart. You were bootlicking. You were bootlicking and simping. And that's a no-no around here. So you're a weird dude, man. You're a very weird dude. Dave 25 is done with you. Want to see how quickly you don't go where you want? I was waiting 2 days for you to come to show your face back up to tell you off. He's back with Fluttermouse. He's back with Fluttermouse and R&D. He's back with that. There's a reason he hangs out with bums. He feels at home. Yeah. Zombies took a big crap in the toilet, and David James was up there smelling the shit. David James was smelling the shit. Nothing's hidden, David James. It's all over Lunas. It's everywhere. The hide to truth is the hide to win, David James. Remember that. You're unloyal. You're nothing. And the only reason he has that wrench is because Chad donated $10 for him to have that wrench for now. I'm counting the days though. 30 days that wrench is gone. In 30 days that wrench is going to be gone, David James. I didn't say he was the enemy, Chad. David James was kissing what's her name's ass. After it wasn't within an hour, he was in a private call saying how much he hated this person and if anybody talks to this person. And then he was up there with this person, Chad. And it's not zombies, it was the other one. Very disturbing. Very disturbing. He spent 1 hour telling me and Dave 25 how terrible this person is. And he went on and on and on privately. The minute I fell asleep, he went up and bootlicked for this person. That's not a normal person. There's something wrong, Chad. John, you should make David James wrench. He didn't even pay for his wrench. He didn't pay for a wrench. He's nobody. I don't even like him, Jeff Holtkamp. I don't even like this guy. He's only here with a wrench is because Chad did it. Or else everybody would be blocking him out, you know. I don't want to hear it, David James. You're a weird dude, man. You're a weird dude. We don't associate with people that associate with the enemies. Remember that, dude. New rules. New rules around here, David James. You're in love with Dave 25, David James. You're in love with him. You just bought him a grill for the 4th of July. You bought him a grill, you bought him charcoal and lighter fluid. David James, I could really make people turn against you. Really make people turn against you with the truth. You want me to go there, bitch boy? What a turncoat, man. He apologized and begged. He begged Fluttermouse for forgiveness to repeat the cycle again. It's a cycle of abuse. It's like somebody that hits a woman, then they hit them and then they beg for forgiveness and they repeat the cycle of abuse. He's a very abusive person. And that pimple head Fluttermouse isn't much better, really. So I don't care. But you know what I care about? You conjugating with people I don't like. When you're lying to my face. I don't like liars. I don't like two-faced people, DJ. And you're two-faced. You're very, very two-faced. That's what I have. If you were honest and just said, yeah, I talk to these people, but you don't. You try to play both sides. You're a little short midget. You're a short, bald-headed little midget that can't even beat anybody up. That just tries to act like that. Yeah, you don't hit them. You just murder them, David James. Jeff Hulk says David James spends all his money on diapers. Look, I don't even like zombies. He's a pig. Chad, stay out of it. He knows what I'm talking about, and I know what I'm talking about. You're not 6 foot. We've seen photos of you, dude. You're afraid of a girl. It has nothing to do with zombies, Chad. It has nothing to do with zombies. David James was kissing Sandy's ass like I'd never seen before. After 20 minutes before that, was saying the most nasty things to me about her, and then he was up there kissing her ass. Oh, come back up and all this, and I find it sick. Don't you understand, Chad? Don't you get that? What part of that don't you get to understand? I misspoke if I said zombies. Zombies has nothing to do with this. It isn't about zombies, Chad. Don't try to screw this thing and make it more, Do I have to spell it out for you? He's nothing but trouble, Run It Up. He's nothing but trouble. No, David James, you were kissing a woman's ass. You were kissing that woman's ass up there and begged her to come back up there and everything. You were kissing her ass when a half an hour or 45 minutes before that, you were on a phone conversation with me and Dave 25 saying the most horrific things what you wanted to do to her. Okay? The most horrific things privately. And then you went up there and kissed the woman's ass. That's what I don't like. It has nothing to do with zombies or whose panel it was. You interangled and you were kissing ass. And I don't like it. Okay, motherfucker? Triggered? Now you got the whole chat attacking you. You know what I mean? We're an upstanding channel here. We don't like troublemakers around here, David James. And you're full of trouble. I never spoke to the person, David James. I never spoke. No more. That all passed. New rules of the game, David James. New rules. You're an asshole. That's all I know. You're a grade A asshole. A grade A. Fluttermouse, you'll never talk to her again, and you run back to Fluttermouse. You're a grade A. What you say means nothing. You have no credibility. You have no credibility. Thank you, Danny. Respect me. Yeah, John. David James needs to learn John can't be bought like all these other bombs. Yeah, ask some of these other people if I could be bought. I want to make out with Diamond Girl. Diamond Girl, I'm looking. Do you know the last time? Well, I can't say I did kiss some women, but the last time I had sex was a year ago. A year and 2 months ago. Diamond Girl, that's a record for me. That's a record for me, Diamond Girl. Just come in here and mind your own business, David James. That's all. Look, as long as you don't have hair over your chest like Nelson Green says, Diamond Girl. You know what I mean? Even to hear that is terrible. Because Nelson Green told me some terrible things about you and what you look like naked, about being very hairy in places you shouldn't be hairy, and it kind of made me sick to my stomach, Diamond Girl. I mean, I don't know you. Why Mr. James flip on you? He always flips because he thinks he's funny and he's not. You know. Diamond Girl is PDX. There's three big trouble problems around here. Okay. There's three moles and problems in this chat, and one of them is R&D, David James, and Fluttermouse. All three of them are considered, and I hate to say it, David James, but you changed. You used to be okay, now you changed. You're one of them now. You're a real weird dude. David James changed. So did Fluttermouse change. All three of them changed. They used to be okay, you know. They're weird. Hey, PDX, how you doing, honey? They're all saying that you're Diamond Girl, PDX. I know she's not Diamond Girl because Diamond Girl goes up here and talks sometimes, you know. Well, I know that, PDX. Hey, Mojo. Happy 4th. Diamond Girl, aka Mare. I don't understand the name though. Diamond Girl, also known as Myrrh. Is that what that means? Diamond Girl, also known as Myrrh. Myrrh. Mermaid. They call me Myrrh. 2016. Jesus. How long were you on this thing for? Jesus. I was on for a year. I was gone for 2 years. Gone for 2 years, and then I came back, and I've been on it for maybe for a while. John, people are sick of you going live. Could you please stop a few months? Well, there's 40 people in chat that aren't sick of it. 40 window lickers in here. PDX has to get a cold beer before clicking the link. If you got the Tom, we got the beer. Miller beer. Sorry. Slow and steady wins a race, Blaine. Sorry. Hey, Blaine, why don't you light it up? Colors and lights for the 4th. Window liquors are the ones that are iced out, Diamond. They're iced out, and they have to lick the windows from the outside. They can't come in. I call them window liquors, and it's a huge list. I got a huge block list in the back. And it's not what I did, it's what they did to me. You know what I mean? You know, it's what they did to me. I don't go around and say, oh, okay, I'm going to block this one. I mean, sure, you come up on panel and you can say what you want. That's a call-in show. Now, look, maybe PDX just wants to chat. You know, maybe she don't want to come up, you know. Just let her chat and chill out, you know. What's sick is you, David James. You're a very sick person. God, I want to get rid of him so bad, Mojo. I'm trying not to do it. I'm trying not to do it because I don't have a reason to do it right now. $40 in the box. Don't change the subject, David James. Yeah, I just want a reason just to get rid of him right now, you know? He's such untrustworthy, you know? Very untrustworthy. You know, I learned never to trust this fucking guy. At one time, I thought this guy was trustworthy. He's a fucking weird, shows every message you ever write, ran back and showed Fluttermouse messages and back and forth. And in his mind, I had this fucking relationship with this fucking sunken in pimple head woman that I never even met. She lives in another country. But in his mind, you know, he thinks that there's something going on. Real fucking cagey guy. Ever since she came around, he won't give me a nickel or a dime, but he wants to come in here and run his mouth. He's only 5 foot. I know I'm welcome on John's panel, but at the moment I'm busy touching grass and playing John for backgrounds. Playing John for backgrounds. For the moment. What's that mean? And playing John for backgrounds for the moment. By the way, I don't drink beer. I don't either, PDX, but I feel like drinking one today. Last time I had a beer was maybe a year ago. I just have this feeling to drink a cold beer, but I don't feel like going to no fucking liquor store for a fucking beer. Oh, all right, PDX. PDX, you can message me anytime you want. I mean, you know, I don't want to, you know. I mean, sometimes I message like hi or something, but if I don't hear anything, I don't keep messaging over like one time or something, you know, and that's it. It's like, David James, stop insulting PDX, you know? David James is afraid of women. He's afraid of women, I found out. Maybe he had an odious mother. I don't know. All the terrible things he says about these people behind the scenes. Because, you know, I get this fucking phone call from Dave25 on WhatsApp, and David James is on the phone. And I listen, and all he does is slap off at the mouth out all these terrible things about these women. VB, PDX, Sandy, and all he does is run off saying these terrible things to Dave, and I'm listening. Thank you, Dave25. And then he goes up and kisses her ass afterwards. It's like, and he does it to me too, you know? He'll say terrible things. And, you know, and then he goes and takes my messages out of context and goes and gives them away. He's a real fucking weird. He's another one. He's a slime ball. He's a very, very slime ball. I didn't say nothing about Mojo. See what I mean? He has the screenshots. He always has screenshots and things out of perspective and all this. He's a real sneaky guy. Very, very sneaky. You know, he'll take messages and send them here and send them there. How about I tell you, motherfucker, if I ever see you, David James, in real life, I'm going to put my hands around your neck and squeeze the life right out of you, David James. Go ahead. Go fucking put that all over the internet. You little short midget, you. You're a short little midget. How dare you ever thinking you could beat me? How dare you? Mojo don't care, David James. She's not like you, David James, you know? She's not like you. Yeah, AI. It was AI. You little midget, David James. You might talk like a big game, but you're that fucking Wizard of Oz. Once you come from behind the fucking thing, you're not the great Wizard of Oz. You're a little fucking man behind the screen. You little fucking midget. How dare you even run around saying you could beat me up, you fucking weirdo? Yeah, I'm scared, David James. I'm scared. Yeah, okay. You out of your fucking mind? I fought big, tough people, David James. How dare you even put yourself in that category? You fucking weirdo. I ain't triggered. I want to squeeze the hell out of you. Trying to insinuate you're this big, tough truck driver. You ain't nobody. You know what? You deliver dead animals in a little fucking box truck. He delivers dead animals in a box truck that comes from some kind of fucking experiment lab. You know, the cats have 3 legs and the fucking dogs are like all fucked up and they're all fucking under refrigeration. They're in refrigerated and they're all fucking stiff. That's what he does. He delivers dead dogs and animals, you know. He probably fucks them in the back. He probably fucks them too. John, we seen you turn jelly when you had that crash. I didn't have any crash. I'm not going to punch anybody, David James. I'm not going to fucking punch anybody that doesn't hit me. What are you, out of your mind, you fucking weirdo? The only one I want to punch is you. Right now, this minute. If you were in front of me right this fucking minute, David James, I would punch you right in your face. You go around punching somebody and get put in jail, and then it'll cost you $2,000 to pay a fine and all that. You go around and do that. I don't do that. I'm an upstanding citizen. If I don't get hit first, I don't hit. You fucking weirdo. You're a real weirdo. All you do is pick on women and all this. And then they go back and kiss your ass and you kiss their ass. They're all fucking weird. All the terrible things you say about these women are up there kissing your ass again. You're a midget. You look like my thumb. You look like my thumb, David James. My thumb, right there, look. That's what you look like, my thumb. See my thumb? You look like my thumb. I'm here in a cool air conditioner sitting around telling you off. You pedophile, you. What I have seen is your pictures that Vegas Barbie has posted. That's what I have seen. And I've seen you standing up. And you look like Aunt Bertha. Aunt Bertha with the big fat stomach and all that. You know, the jelly roll. The jelly roll. You're a pedophile. And I'm sure Luna will clip all this and replay it again so everybody else can hear it to get the word out. What are you going to do about it, David James? You have nowhere to go. No channels to go up to anymore. You're a weird dude, man. So go cry up Dave 25's ass to try to get up on his panel or zombies. They don't care. They don't want to hear about your bullshit with me, you fucking weirdo. I got 40 people listening to me calling you a pedophile. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? You're an abuse of the women. You are an abuse of women. Luna is a bottom feeder. PDX, David James. All right, I said it earlier. Chad paid me $10 to give David James a wrench. Okay? David James is giving Dave 25 all this money behind the scenes and won't even give me a membership. His whole purpose, he says, is not to support me because he has in his mind that I have this relationship with Fluttermouse that doesn't exist. He's very jealous that he really thinks that I have this relationship with Fluttermouse. I'll do it again. Well, I don't know if he's even worth the $10, Chad. What money? Chad paid for your wrench, David James. Chad paid for your wrench. Just because you donated to me before doesn't mean I have to take months of abuse from you, David James. For 3 months, you've been abusing me about my daughter, talking about my daughter, calling me a pedophile, all these terrible things for a whole month. For a whole month, David James. For a whole 3 months, you've been, just because you gave me a few $100s before in the past, doesn't mean it's a lifetime worth of abuse I have to put up from you. I think you've been lied to. What country are you even from? I reported what Sam says. Nah, David James. It came out of your mouth. They were saying that this KMG and Flutter will put this Flutter and DJ in her face. They are saying this KMG. You're a very strange guy, David James. Very strange. Who said a lot of stuff about me being a pedophile and my daughter, that I raped my daughter and all this stuff. And I went on for 3 months. You're goddamn right I'm going to tell you to fuck off. You cocksucker. You're goddamn right I don't like you after all the stuff you said. You two will be buddies. Not after this last episode, what he did. I don't know. Dave 25 doesn't trust you either anymore, David James. Nobody trusts you. You're whacked out. You know why he's here? He has nowhere else to go. He has nowhere else to go, you know, and he has to do this. He has to be around somewhere. $500 will make John feel better, David. Stranger. I think I rapped on him enough. You know, what more do you want me to say? See, I say it to you, David James. I don't say it like I don't go in shades, you know, behind the scenes and say shit. I say it right to you. And it's the truth. Everything I said here was the truth. Except maybe not the pedophile thing. Everything else is the truth. What you did, what you drive dead animals around. Yeah, you are. If he donated, it would be a step in the right direction. I'm going to do that later, Moose. I do have the stuff. I do have 2 videos. Well, David James, if you were going to drop me $1,000 right now, you might head in the right direction. You have to prove. You have to prove you have to prove that you're regretful for what you've been saying about me, David James, for 3 months. You got to prove that you're regretful, that you have sorrow for what you've been saying about my kid and everything for 3 months, David James. Collateral damage. Instead of giving Dave 25 a grill to go fucking cook, you got to make amends. That's correct. David James, I just don't trust you. It has nothing to do with money or anything like that. I don't trust you at all. I don't trust you. You're a weirdo. Stop bringing my name up everywhere. If you want to stay around here, knock your shit off. Don't bring my name up. Don't be talking about fucking kids. Don't be talking about kids. Stop bringing my name up everywhere you go. You know, stop threatening to show private messages around that is nothing anyway. You're real weird, dude. You're very weird. I don't trust you at all. You can't be. Nobody could trust you. You know, stop bringing your relationship around and using my platform to fight your relationship problems. You're using my platform to fight your relationship problems. When Fluttermouse comes up here, you're like a fucking you're like a shadow. You come right up here. You know, you're not going to do that anymore. When Fluttermouse comes up here and wants to explain it, you sit in the back like you're doing right now. Okay, you're not using me to try to overpower my guests. That has it. No more. You're trying to manipulate the whole thing for your advantage, and it's not going to happen. Maybe on Dave 25's. Best tennis player. He spends all his time on video with Dave 25. When he's not here, he's with Dave 25. It's weird. They spend a day together like fucking weird. You know, they go shopping together. They do everything together like a couple. Spit it out, stranger than fiction. I feel honored to be a guest at John's chat. Fluttermouse, if I mean David James, if Fluttermouse was up here right now, you'd put your tail between your legs and come up here just to speak to Fluttermouse. You know it. You're a weird, strange cat, man. You're a very strange cat. You're a stalker. It makes perfect sense. What doesn't make sense is you try to act like a tough guy, like you're tough, when you're only 4 foot tall, 5 foot. Not really, stranger. Why? Now, we have other things to talk about, David James. You know, it's not about you. Do you want to get timed out for 24 hours? Whatever made you think David James was 6 foot? He's 5'5" or 5'6", and very, very fat. Fatter than Dave 25. Fatter than Dave 25. And he abuses people. Well, of course he's going to say it. Of course he's going to say he's 6 foot. What else is he going to say? No, but he keeps saying it over and over. He's 6 foot. When somebody tells you all the time they're 6 foot, usually they're about 5 foot. He wears high heels next 6? Oh my God. Stranger than fiction. Here's the facts. Fluttermouse is sexually explicit behind the scenes, showing pictures and all that. Fluttermouse does all that stuff with R&D, but she uses David James for the emotional abuse and stuff, you know? They like to play emotional abuse on each other. But Fluttermouse has all the leverage because her real lover is R&D behind the scenes. That's her sweet, nice lover. David James is just here for fun and games with her, you know what I mean? To play back and forth, then manipulate David James, so. I don't either, David James, and I'll tell you what. Fluttermouse is very, very involved with R&D in a sexual kind of way, as far as pictures and always talking behind the scenes and being together around the clock. You're just a YouTube thing she plays around with anymore. You know, there's nothing sexual. You know, she knows you're a cuck. She knows she knows that you're head over heels for her, so she plays with you. I have no reason to lie either. David James is extremely abusive. David James, you showed proof over and over and over again with text and everything else with R&D and Fluttermouse. And again, every time your line is show proof, show proof. I mean, you already seen the proof. And there's nothing you can do about it. So you know the proof. You've seen the proof multiple times. So stop acting like you don't know. That makes you the cuck. Don't you get it? You know what goes on and you still put up with it. That is why you're a cuck. Put 2 and 2 together, Chad. Fluttermouse sent messages on public Discords and also on public Instagrams saying she's in love with R&D and David James won't accept it over and over again. And R&D's in there sending hearts and I'll talk to you. Let's get off here and talk private. And then they both leave. And whenever Fluttermouse comes here, R&D is right there. Do you think just by accident that they just happen to come here together or there or wherever they are? No. And David James is well aware of all this because he was in the chats and seen all this. She's trying to give you a hint, David James. Don't you get it? Don't lie, David James. Don't lie. You don't know, Chad. I do. David James says Fluttermouse have very nice pink nipples. No. They're very nasty. Very nasty. That photo of hers is like 15 years old. She's very oldish looking. Her face is sunken in, like very sunken in and pimply. And her nose is rather long and red all the time. And she doesn't look like that picture. Her head is like shaped like a half moon. When she's sideways, she has a very long, sunken in, almost like an exclamation point kind of a face. Like, you know, she doesn't have them cute cheeks and all that she looks in her avatar pictures. Very sunken in, very, very anemic looking, like somebody that's been taking a lot of dope and all that. And R&D is just, he hangs around. He has white long hair. He's a very old guy. He's an older, really cuck-like, kind of really shicey looking bum. This R&D. That's why he hides. See? And he was womanizing a Voight, but a Voight blocked his fucking ass right out of there like a year ago. When I was around with a Voight, he always tried to go in there and start trouble up, like he does with David James and all that. He's a real weird character. He's never coming back here. He's never coming back here. Very, very skinny in a way that's not healthy. I don't know if there's drugs involved or what kind of drugs or alcohol. Obviously, it's something. It's very, very. She's very oldish now. She's like 40 years old. That picture was when she was like 21 or 22 in her avatar. She won't cam up to expose herself. She's very, very. But I happen to see a quick glance of her picture. Um, I forget. She showed me pictures of her, um, and it's very, very. I don't know. It looks very. Her face is very unattractive now. It's not. It doesn't have that cute look to it anymore. You know what I mean? It's very, very hard looking, very hard and very skinny and sunken in. I'm trying to think who she looks like on YouTube, and I can't really think of anybody that pops in my mind who actually would have a sunken in face like that. Very sunken in, very, very. And she's skinny, but her ass is really big. She has a real big ass, very big, huge ass and it's pearly white. And she has a little thing where she hooks the camera up on a tripod to focus in on her ass, so she could like pose for like 10 seconds before it snaps and all that. You know, don't get portrayed by that picture. And this is a person that David James loves to abuse. This is the one that David. What a combination! You got a thumb and you got her. You got this thumb guy and you got her. Neither of them. They're not in love. They use each other for their own benefit. Because they both get something out of it. David James can go and criticize and ridicule and berate this woman. He'll take it over and over again. So he gets the power. He gets the feeling of it makes him feel good. See, he needs to release all that hatred and it makes him feel good. And she likes to manipulate him and play games and get money out of him. So that's why they're together. It has nothing to do with love. There's no love involved in it. They're playing each other because they both feel needs with each other. One gets to abuse a woman over and over again, and the other one gets money out of the deal. So there you go. I hope they're happy together. I can't talk too much because that's how I feel in love with Kamisha. Yeah, I bet. David James, can I take his wrench? Chad, can I take this guy's wrench? I can't anymore with this guy. This guy's just lying through his teeth. What's up, Cankles? How you doing? Where you been at? Would you ever date Kamisha again? I never dated Kamisha. I don't like hairy armpits. And David Buldo sent me pictures of her hairy armpits. I didn't ask for them. I got them sent to me, and it was very discouraging, and it's a turnoff. I don't like somebody, she's not my type, either. Yeah, Noodle sent me pictures of her with her arms up in the air, showing hairy armpit pits that were like maybe 6 inches deep in hair. Very unattractive to me. I mean, this is the 1970s, Jesus Christ. That's something what they do in the 70s. Be right there. The Walmart order. Hey Chad, how come Nelson Green don't go live anymore? You're real good buddies with him. Let me ask you, Chad, how come Nelson Green don't go live anymore? Is it true he has court? I'm not getting any answers, you know, like probably got tired of all the fake accusations. Fake. The Roblox investigation is in full effect. I heard that. Well, that's what they said in chat earlier. Who said that? Somebody said it. Look, I don't even shave my armpits, and I barely have any hair underneath. You know? I don't even shave my armpits. I never shave my armpits. And my hair isn't even as close as Camillos' hair. It's fucking weird. I really, really heard that there was stuff on his Discord. Some very, very terrible things. I really did hear that. Right, I know, Chad. But it's not like him not to go live and just shut everything down unless there's some truth to something, you know? And I heard he's been talking to Dave 25 to get their story straight about this Discord. That's when it started. When I exposed him for being a cross-dresser, that's when he shut everything down. I take credit. I take credit in getting rid of Nelson Green off of YouTube. I take credit in it. Because that's when it happened. When I was exposing Nelson Green for being a cross-dresser, or at least for wearing women's clothes. That's when he shut everything down, see? He underestimated my power. My power around here, see? He thinks I was going to sit around and let him poke me and poke me and poke me forever. And I wasn't going to come up and fight back. That's what he thought. That's what these people think. These people poke me and poke me and poke me. And then when I'm ready, not on their terms, when I'm ready, I come back at them. And they shut their channels down and stuff, see? Well, Carl, there was a dress. There was a dress up there. I mean, I'm not, I'm a reporter and I'm just reporting the news. I haven't even begun exposing these people yet. I'm waiting my time. I got a lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff that I'm going to go and I'm going to play things. I'm going to do things. I got things from, not on people I like, of course. It'll be on my terms, not on their terms. What did I always tell you? When they least expect it, that's when you come out with things and you go on the offensive. Let them go. Just sit back. Sit back. But if you think for a minute I was going to let Nelson Green just sit there and continue to poke me for another 5 months, I mean, he was poking me for 6 months. I let it go. I let it go. I let it go. Then he started about my daughter. See, Nelson Green started with my daughter and all that stuff. So then I figure, well, I let it go for a while. Then boom, he was attacked so much that he quit his YouTube. He packed it all up. He'll be back. But he felt the sting of it, Mojo. He felt my sting, the wrath of my sting. Next time, Nelson Green, don't put your dresses up over there and put the camera on with all your little dresses that are yours. They're not your grandmother's, they're yours. And act like they're not, you know? Well, like David James, I'm being nice to him right now. I'm being very nice. I'm falling asleep to the King's soothing voice. It's not soothing. I'm going to start doing massage streams together. You want to hear my soothing voice? You know what my night voice is? It's like, baby, come over here, rub. I get my hands and just rub it right down your back, right there. Yeah. Yeah, right in the back of your neck. You just grab it and just rub right there with my thumbs. Right in the back of the neck where it comes to your scalp. And rub my fingers right around there, right there, down over there. Get all that tension out of your back neck. Take my 2 fingers and just rub circles right around the back of your neck. Get all that tension out of it. And we'll go down to your shoulder blades. I grab my 2 big hands and just rub my big strong hands. My hands are so smooth but rugged and right there. And get your neck all soft. Yeah. And we're gonna do the whole body, from your neck to your shoulders, down to the bottom, down the middle of your spine, to your butt, both thighs, and between your thighs, everything. We do everything right here, as only King Camillo can do it. The best massage artist around, yeah. The best massage artist around. Mojo knows thou leave no rock unturned. And then when we're done with the back, we flip you around and do the whole front. The whole front. Our 45-minute massage streams were the best at night. Very sedated. Let me tell you something. Whether it's for real or just over here, I am the best massage person around. I am the best. The very best male hands-on massage person. I get right between the meat and gravies, baby. Yeah, we work the whole body as you close your eyes and relax and just go with the flow. And that Mojo. And it makes me hot when I do that. You know, it makes me like tingly inside, you know, as I do that, Mojo. It's like, when you're in that state of mind, nothing else matters. And then when it's all done with, there's a happy ending with my tongue right down over there, and then more, you know, we roll over and do a little thrusting and all that. That's what it's about right there. I am the best. I am the best entertainer here on YouTube. I'm the best massage artist in real life or on YouTube. I'm the best phone boner. I am the best. Remember that. Remember that. I am the most affectionate, romantic kind of guy you'll ever know in real life. On here, you name it, I am. I'm the best entertainer. You name it. All rolled up into one. A typhoon, a hurricane, a lover, you name it. Chad, remove the comment. What comment? I don't see a comment. Best tennis player just pulled over at a rest stop. Oh, shit. David James, Fluttermouse would be one of the first ones on my massage streams, believe me. How do you think I won a Voight's heart? We might do a 4th of July massage stream tonight. You know what I mean? The problem is, David James, people like you would be playing with yourselves. You know, you guys will be getting off on it too much. You know, it's for women only. MAGA 0-0 halftime. The greatest massage artist of all is right here. Believe me. Come on, don't say that, best tennis players. Don't say that. Don't even kid. Where's Barbie Girl at? Where's Barbie Girl at? Hey, Sarah Lee, what do you think of massage streams? Because I do virtual massage streams for women. My legacy is a massage streams. Seabreeze was one of the first ones up there, Mojo. She loved them. Believe it or not, Wingstar used to say how wet she was getting over them. I'm not kidding you. She did. She says, John, I can't take it anymore. She was one of the first ones there. We didn't have many. There was maybe 20. There was maybe 20 women in there. But then Carlos Martinez was getting excited and all that, you know. It was before your time, before Sarah Gaylor's time. Yeah, you will. And then Potts tried to imitate me, but Potts is asexual. He could never do it. Potts could never do it. He never had, you know. He never has the, you know. He's not a sexual kind of guy, Potts. You know. He tried to imitate me, and that didn't work. There's only one good massage person around over here, down here, and that's me. Believe me. And boner dances, you know, I'm the best boner dancer around, you know. But you see what happened when I was doing boner dances, you know. My boners are so hard, and they come through my sweatpants so much that YouTube found it. YouTube found it at one time, like against terms. But it's okay for women with fake tits to be up here. You know what I mean? That's okay for them to flash it around. But a guy with a boner, but I got it back. But the point is, probably some fat, ugly YouTube woman, somebody administrator didn't like it because, you know, her husband probably, so she tried to get my channel taken away. And it took me almost a year to get it back, and over a boner, because she was probably jealous that her husband never had a boner. So then they gave it back to me in good standing. But, you know, so there goes your boners. I can't even have a boner. But you women can walk around with your tits all hanging out and all that. That's okay, right? See, the women are jealous of guys that can get boners. See, they're very jealous because they're around with guys that can't get boners. See, so some fat, ugly YouTube administrator probably seen it, you know. So tries to hide my manlyhood. They want to hide my manlyhood. See, I don't have any dick pills. You're lying. Don't need them. Saying that, if I needed them, I would take them. Who the fuck? As long as it works, David James. As long as it works, you know what I mean? Whatever you have to do to have it work. You know, whatever it takes, David James. Sarah Lee.
It's hot. We have no power.
Sarah Lee, you look all relaxed. What are you doing?
I'm laying in bed. There's no power. It's getting hot in here quickly.
Sarah?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
You look like you're enjoying my little rant.
No, I'm laying in my bed and there's no power, no AC. We're in extreme
I
heat.
can't hear you.
Well, I don't know why. Shows I'm working. Shows my audio is good. I don't know. I can't fix it. Y'all, it's hot. This is fucking ridiculous. It didn't even storm. Just a bunch of rain came, or a bunch of wind came through. And there's like all throughout the county, there's people with on fire.
Sarah, can I do burner dances on your channel? Would you allow me to do that?
No, thank you. Or, I don't care. You can do boater dances. It's too hot for me to care.
Burner dances with sweatpants on, having my, not now, but
Pitching a tent,
a tent.
a puff tent.
Yeah. Come to think of it, PDX was around. No, she wasn't around for that, but she heard about it.
Tell me what a boner dance entails.
It's simply erection that shows through your slightly knitted sweatpants. You know what I mean? And you just dance with a boner. You know what I mean? Like,
What kind of music are we playing here?
and you just have a boner on while you just kind of like do an exotic dance. You know?
What kind of music are we playing in the background?
I didn't play any music.
And how did you dance? You just walked around with a puff tent?
Yeah, never mind. You don't understand. Do you know what a dance is when you kind of rub your own hands all over your body and all that kind of grab onto it, shake it, jump up and down, and maybe twirl it around through your pants and all that. That's called a boner.
So you were just pretty much masturbating on stream.
No, I didn't masturbate on stream. Don't start that.
I'm just saying that's what it sounds
And I don't expose myself. It's through my pants, just like you women wear bra. I mean, you guys wear tight shirts and all that. I mean, it's the same thing. What's the difference?
A lot of things.
Chips and salsa says you turn your son into a girl.
That is the most ridiculous statement I've ever heard.
Who's chips and salsa?
Somebody who's transphobic.
Yes, I'm coming out with boner dances. I'm coming out with massage streams again, and he's all gonna have to take it.
That's what she said. He said.
Yeah. Okay. Really? I mean, come on.
I can't see the chat.
Show the proof of that. You can't get rid of them. They listen to me and they hoover around. You know what the word hoovering is?
A vacuum?
It's when they hoover around you and they can't stop listening to you. And they're all over here.
They hover.
Sarah Lee is a great person. I wish you people would leave her alone. Sarah Lee never bothered anybody.
But I think the word is hover.
Yeah, hoover, hover, whatever.
Hoover's a vacuum.
You're the vocabulary expert.
Wait, what?
Look, David James wants me to play with myself.
It's hot in here.
Really?
Yeah, we lost power and we're in excessive heat warning.
What do you think of my corner dances? Women that watch them, love them.
Who? You were breaking up. What'd you say?
What do you think about bringing boner dances back and stuff?
I'm always for a good time with a boner, I guess.
Sure you are.
I mean, why not?
Chip, you sure love paying attention to those details. Instead of being with their family and everything, some of these people just want to go around and are going to be mad that I'm going to be doing massage streams and boner streams.
I don't
And
think
they're mad that you're up here,
I don't think anyone is going to be mad.
Yeah, I know. I knew Sarah Lee for a long time. Of course she can come up.
Yeah, buddy.
John puts his weed. What do you think of this David James? He's talking very sexual about me,
I think I don't have anything nice to say, so I'm not going to say anything.
Oh, that's smart. Do you have air conditioning where you're at?
No, our power's out. The wind took out a power line or something happened and nobody has power right now. It just happened about 15, 20 minutes ago. It's starting to get hot pretty quick.
Do you have a pool? You have a pool, right?
Yeah, I have a pool, but there's lightning out. So we'll probably go sit in the car with the AC and the animals here soon.
Oh, no.
I thought maybe we could go into town and sit at McDonald's or something, but they're in town is out of power too.
When are they going to fix this?
I don't know. there's not a restoration ETA because they haven't identified the problem yet. So they say, but I mean, it didn't really storm per se. Just the winds kicked in really fast. So I'm thinking a power line is down or maybe a transformer blew. I mean, we were on the edge of rolling blackouts to begin with. Luckily, I have a lot of gas in my car. I usually don't, but luckily I do because the gas stations, if their power's down, pumps are down. But luckily, I've got enough gas that we can probably sit in there for a few hours if we have to.
What caused it down? The storms?
The wind, it looks like. Yeah, the wind that came in with the storm. But it didn't storm here. It rained, but the winds picked up like 70-mile-an-hour winds. And Amber and Yulia is not on their tree trimming game.
Oh no!
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Don't be too close to me. It's too hot to share a personal space. I know I'm old. I'm old and it's hot. If you
No,
get too hot,
Snobby
let me know. We'll
Bootish,
go
you're
out and
lying
phone,
again.
start the AC on it.
That's
Carter,
big news, Snobby Bootish. You're gonna have to leave.
Carter, did you hear me?
No, what was that last part?
Oh no, sorry. I was telling Carter if he got too hot to let me know, and we'll go start the car and sit in the AC.
That sucks.
Yes, it does. It does. It's like I want to go out to the pool and stuff, but with the lightning out there, you can't really go out in it. So it looks like it'll just be me, Carter, the cats, and the dog in the car here soon.
Isn't it like big news where you're at?
I mean the storm coming through is, but I don't think anyone thought the power was going to go out like this. So now people are just kind of scrambling where to go and what to do. It looks like our cooling center is down too. So
Really?
yeah, we'll probably pick up Sophomore Dave on the, just driving around or whatever in the AC because him and his dog, they're out of power too. It just kind of sucks. It sucks when in town is out of power because that's where you go when stuff like this happens. But the cooling stations out of power, restaurants are out of power. Our electric bill is way too high for Ameren to be off their game like this.
Yeah, they should get to it, man. What is the temperature actually?
The heat index is about 108 and the temperature is about 98. So unfortunately, there's, it can be a deadly situation for people that can't get out and into a car with AC and stuff like that. If they don't have a generator, it can turn dangerous very quickly. That's why I said we'll probably, if we go driving around with the AC on, we'll pick up Sophomore Dave because I worry about him in heat like this.
Well, dogs can put up with the heat, right?
I mean, yeah, but my dog and his dog, they're domesticated, so they're used to AC just like the cats are. It sucks. It sucks so bad.
No basement.
Nope, no basement. It'd be nice. I thought, we could go to my parents' house if it was going to be out for a significant amount of time, but they're out of power too, and they're up in San Luis County, so it looks like it's a widespread outage.
Nick Sick wants to go bury your kids.
What?
Nick Sick says, give your kids a shovel and dig a hole.
Right?
It's 50 degrees underground. So in other words, go bury your kids.
Bury my kids. No, I checked the fire station too. That's our severe weather shelter, and they're out of power as well. They've got a generator going, but so if the storm does move in and get severe, we can go there, I guess. But
Really?
it won't be ideal because their generator is gas, and so gas station's down. That sucks too. They're just in a shitty situation, a hot, shitty situation. Right, Achilles? Achilles is already panting. We'll put him in the car here soon.
Do you get all them things too?
Do we get what?
Twisters?
Yeah. I mean, we're in the new Tornado Alley. I've always thought of it as Tornado Alley, but they redefined the lines of Tornado Alley, and we're in that. Last year we had 47 tornadic events before the beginning of tornado season, and then the city of St. Louis got hit with an EF3. It dropped as an EF3, which is really rare. But yeah, we'll get tornadoes.
Go to the hospital, sit in the waiting room.
Right. That and I know that's what a lot of people are going to be doing. A lot of people that don't have anywhere to go, or they don't have gas in their car for AC. I know a lot of people are going to be doing that. But I don't want to take up room. We can sit in the car. We'll sit in the car because if you take up a chair in the ER waiting room, there's somebody else who's worse off that's going to need it.
Get David James to pay for a motel for today.
Motels are down too. All in town is down.
Hey, Dave, don't you feel sorry for Sarah Lady? It's hot. It's hot. No air.
She ain't hot.
Oh, so I'm gonna have walk here. I hate that dude. I'll see you guys later.
What the fuck? You made her rage quit. Hey, Courtney Michael, how you doing? I didn't know you didn't get along with Sarah. Dave 25. Dave 25, you made the beautiful sounding Sarah rage quit, and then you dropped down. Sarah, can you come back up? If you come back up, if this guy did this just to rage quit on you, I thought you were friends with him. You can come back up. I didn't know there was bad blood between you and him. I just won't share internet space with him. Oh, shit. Dave scares all my guests. Whenever they come up, he comes up and runs them off. Because nobody wants him, nobody likes him for some reason, Call him a fat fuck. I don't care what you say. Dave is a pig to all women. You can't blame Sarah. Hi.
Hi, sorry, Dave 25 is just disgusting, and he's just he's on my list of people that I won't share internet space with for good reason. I mean, call it rage quit if you want, but I don't think it is. Thank you, Nick. I feel the same way. Like, he's just gross, and I just don't want to.
Yeah. We like hearing it. We like hearing your voice today.
Oh, thanks. I'm just tired and exhausted. I got heat exhaustion again last night, and I'm recovering from that. Now I'm recovering from it with no air conditioning. Oh no, that's Spectrum. That's not it's crazy. Spectrum can figure out why the fucking cable's out, but Hammer can't figure out why the power's out. Nice. At least somebody's on their game.
Were you lifting wood or something? Or you were
I got a bunch of repurposed lumber, and it's still out there. I still got to move more of it. But yeah, I was moving huge 2x4s, 12x6s, shit like that. Just trying to get it behind my fence and stacked up and go through it. And I overdid it.
Really?
Yeah, but it needed to be done. I mean, I can't believe the guys dropped it off when they did. They dropped it off in the middle of a storm yesterday in the heat warning, and they didn't stack it or anything. They just dumped the trailer, and so it looks like a building collapsed on my backyard. And I plan to go out there and start getting on it here, but I don't want to do that because I can't come inside and cool down. It's just too hot to do anything. If my AC was working, I would be out there, going through it, moving it, stacking it. But it's just so hot. This sucks.
Yeah, it's you can't plug nothing. No generator,
Well, even if I had a generator, they're gas powered. So as soon as that goes out and the gas stations are still down, you're still screwed, Like I said, luckily it's just a fluke. I have gas in my car, enough gas to drive around for a couple hours if need be, with the AC going or sit idle. I just don't want the car to overheat with this kind of heat. You can't just sit idle like that. It'll overheat regardless of how great your radiator and how much antifreeze you have in there. It still doesn't matter. Just a really shitty time to be
on the hottest day.
Right. And we were supposed to be out of our excessive heat warning today, but they extended it because it was hot. Now it'll break tonight. They're saying about 8 is when the excessive heat warning will stop, but we're just going from an excessive heat warning into a heat advisory, so it's still not ideal.
Nick,
I
fix
just want
this.
to rain.
Dave, just continue touching yourself in your car. We don't want to hear from you at the moment. Yeah, you're irrelevant, Dave.
Put the violin away. We'll do, David James. You keep buying friends, and I'll put the violin
What's
away.
that mean? Put the violin away.
It means I'm complaining, and I am.
You're what?
Complaining, and I am.
Uh,
But so be it. Probably not. So go take care of it, dummy. Take care of. Not a lot I can take care of, but thank you. That motivational, whatever fuck shit you're fucking throwing at me.
it's hot. Is it supposed to continue to heat?
Yeah, it's starting to rain now, so that means it should cool down at least momentarily. I'll take that.
Does it rain like for a long time, or does it like rain a little bit and then clear up?
Well, this one's just some storms moving through. They'll probably be all the way pushed through in about an hour.
Really?
There's not much behind it, so. God damn it! I can't. That's something I can't fucking see. And I want to pull my blind so I can see because it's so semi-bright outside, but my windows are not insulated well.
Can you put the camera on or no?
I'm not gonna. Well, it wouldn't let me put the light on, but I don't want to put the camera on because I'm half naked in here trying to stay cool.
Really?
Yeah. So,
Not all the way, are you?
no, I'm in my shorts and a bra.
Short, no bra.
No, I got a bra on. I'm in my shorts and a bra.
Danny West says, David James, please respect John. Yeah.
Danny West. Somebody told me who Danny West is. Oh, IOYT or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe that's it. So you've been doing any TikTok stuff or what?
I mean, no, I haven't been to TikTok for a while. I don't plan on going back anytime soon.
Courtney Michael.
You're right, Kelly's.
Courtney McKell. Is it Michael or McKell? Courtney.
You all right?
What?
Okay.
You want to answer that? You already explained it, but they want to know why you don't have a window unit. You don't have electric.
I don't have electric. The electric's out. That's all I have is window units, but with no electric, it doesn't matter. You know.
Freeze a block of ice and put it behind a fan.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but the problem is electric for the fan. We're just, we're kind of fucked. Like I said, though, it's a fluke that I have a bunch of gas in my car. So it's a good fluke. We'll probably go sit in the car here shortly. Carter says he's good. The dogs are getting a little hot. He's doing all right, though. I'll tough it out till I can't.
Courtney McKell. That Michael says, never mind the fan or the ice part.
No, that's a good idea if you have a fan going. If you have a license for a fan, that's a good idea. If like the window unit's broke or something, that's a really good idea. Just it's not applicable here because minus the electric part.
I got the AC on and 3 fans, and it's still hot in here.
Yeah, I heard the Catskills is getting like even up there. It's getting hot. It's just the devil. The devil sent it.
The devil.
Yeah, it's the devil.
You know what you do? Lay there and close your eyes and think of something cool, like Alaska.
My mom used to say that when I was a kid and I would be cold. Coming in from playing outside or something in the snow, and she'd be like, "Think warm thoughts. Think of Hawaii." I've never been to Hawaii.
It's supposed to storm tonight.
Yeah, there's some tornado warnings over in Illinois. Some warm storms going on.
Oh no, that's terrible.
Yeah, Indiana's been getting Illinois and Indiana have had an excessive amount of tornadic activity, to say the least.
Trolling and trolling. Did you read that nasty comment? I think I know who that is.
No, I didn't see it, and quite frankly, well, I wouldn't care, but the fact that I'm burning up really, really makes it so I don't give a fuck. I got bigger fish to fry at the moment,
Bigger fish. Yeah. Well, look at the bright side. If you wanted to make an egg omelet or something, you could just go ahead and put it in the pan and put it outside for a minute.
Right? Ain't that the truth?
Danny, come on now. DJ, this is how you treat a lady. Please take notes. Danny, stop gambling and get off welfare. Oh my God. That was a pretty nice pool, though. What was it like? Where were you? I mean, you don't have that where you're at.
Yeah, that's my pool in the backyard. It's 9 feet by wide by 16 feet long.
Really?
It's about 4 feet deep. Yeah, right now the pump is off, obviously, because no power. But yeah, I jumped in it last night after I was moving that lumber. I was live streaming. I'm like, it's too fucking hot, and I was just overheating, so I just jumped in, clothes and all. Yeah, fuck it. Welfare isn't that far. No, welfare is actually, it's called TANF, Temporary Assistance for Needy Families. It's for single parents who are not receiving child support and make below a certain income amount. And then what the government does is they'll give you they cap it off up to a lifetime amount of money, but they'll give it to you, and then they go after the absent parent for repayment of it through child support and whatnot. So now you know.
Oh, nice.
I never was eligible for TANF because both of my baby's daddies, though they're assholes, they weren't deadbeats, so not to that
Did you
extent.
what?
Huh?
I didn't hear what you said. You said they're not.
I said I was never eligible for TANF because as much as my baby's daddies were assholes, they weren't, they weren't bums, I guess. In that extent, they always pay child support.
That put you in a rock and a hard place, but you can handle it, right?
I did. I still do.
You're truck drivers.
My second baby daddy, my legal husband, is a truck driver. But I didn't get a child support increase for 10 fucking years.
10 years.
Yeah, he kept trying to lie to me about his income, and I'm like, there's no way in hell you're still making what you made it sign on 10 years later. And I would tell him, like, if you want to come be the full-time parent and I'll pay child support, that's fine. We could do it that way too. Because I knew he'd say no. He wouldn't know how to be a full-time parent.
Wow. But overall, is this going to be like the hottest you think it's going to be where you're at, or you think it's going to get hotter?
I mean, at the moment, I think for this heat wave it is, but I mean, I live outside of St. Louis in midsummer. This is kind of par for the course. You'd think I would be acclimated to it by now, but I'm not. We get really, really crazy winters. It's our heat index and our what do they call that in the winter? Our heat index and then our wind chill is what gets us. In the winter, we'll have like negative 27 wind chill, which means it feels like negative 27 out. With heat index, same thing. It's the feel like amount. And after 108 degrees, fans don't cool the body, they heat the body. So with the heat index of 108, even if I had a fan, it would still be rough. That's why that's a good idea to put the block of ice behind the fan. I know for a while there, during this heat wave, some people had access to dry ice, and that was they were going around to the homeless camps trying to help people out with dry ice, keep their food, their perishable food cold, things like that.
Yeah, come to think of it, what about your? Do you have any food in the refrigerator? That might go bad. Man.
Yeah, we got, but as long as we got 24 hours with refrigerators and deep freeze, I might, if it's going to be a long time, I might start moving more stuff from the fridge into the deep freeze. But as long as you keep it closed, you got at least usually 24 hours on that. I'm used to this. One time, it was about 2008. St. Louis got hit with a tornado, and Ameren was not whatsoever on their tree trimming game, to the point where there was lawsuits brought against them. And this tornado came and hit, and we were out power for a week. And then that winter, there was a huge ice storm. They still weren't on their tree trimming game, and we were out of power for a week with that. So that's when that is when I educated myself about all that stuff, how long you've got for freezers and things like that without power.
How long usually is it? Like a couple hours?
About 24 hours if you keep it closed, like for a deep freeze or for a refrigerator at the average cooling temperature. You got about 24 hours before stuff starts unfreezing and things like that. So if you go on 24 hours without power, your things that are going to go bad quickly, like your milk and your dairy, stuff like that, you're going to want to replace after that. And it's kind of crazy because a lot of people don't know this, but the government will, like, if you get EBT and stuff, and there's a power outage or a situation long enough to where your food did spoil, you can apply for emergency assistance, and they'll give you X amount of food stamps to replace those things. I know some people commit fraud with that, and that's kind of shitty, but other people don't. So not that your audience gets food stamps, not many of them, but or many will admit to it. But those that do, just know that if there's power outage for X amount of time and your food starts to spoil, you can contact your EBT, your state EBT, or SNAP department that doles out that money, and they can give you enough stamps to replace it, so you don't have to go without for the month. I have 3 jobs, TJ. Thank you.
Dave 25, have you heard that?
I'm also, though, in the process of applying for disability. A lot of people think that bums get food stamps, and my state has the Right to Work program, which is kind of shitty. But overall, the SNAP program, the federal food stamp program, it has able-bodied Americans where you cannot get food stamps unless you are working, and if you're not working, you're at least volunteering a certain amount of hours per week.
Wow, this could be a whole new scam for Dave 25.
He would fall in able-bodied Americans, and so if he did not report verifiable work or go to like skill up to a place that teaches you things like resume stuff or stuff like that, or volunteer, and it's got to be verifiable for it's usually 20 hours a week for 80 hours a month, then you lose your food stamps for X amount of time, and then you can get them back, but then you've got X amount of time to report this verifiable stuff, and then you lose them again, and then third strike, you don't ever get them again. So everyone thinks like you can just, be a bum and get free food stamps and all that. But I mean, there's still ways to do that, but it's more difficult. The Able-Bodied American Act has really made it hard to do that, as it should be.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Well, in my opinion, I mean, you shouldn't. If you don't need food stamps or assistance, then you shouldn't be able to get it. But some people know how to go around that and whatnot. And they usually don't investigate that kind of fraud either. So they don't investigate disability fraud or food stamp fraud. It's not cost effective. So I know people take advantage of that. I don't. With my luck, I'd be caught. I'd be the one person they'd investigate. So
They don't investigate it.
no, it's not cost effective. It's cost them less to just pay out fraudulent claims than it does to investigate and prove it's fraudulent. Just like with most car insurance and stuff now, property and casualty insurance, it's just more cost effective for them to just pay out a total loss car claim than it is to investigate and prove it's fraud. That's one of the reasons I quit. I got out of the insurance business. I don't agree with that. I don't believe it should be set up for fraud. John Camillo, you're flirting with Melton? Man.
No. I thought it was Barbie Girl. I didn't know who it was.
Nothing nice to say. Don't say anything.
They're saying it's Elton John,
I don't think Mojojo would lie to you. I mean that seriously. I don't think that Mojo would lie to you. So I would take their word at face value on that one. No reason not to, unless she's lied to you in the past. I don't think she has. Just my
I don't know, man. I always thought it was. I don't know.
Oh, that's all right. Melton got one over on you. What to do? On to the next.
You mean I told Melton John I want a phone bill with him? Jesus.
I mean, Melton is a master at manipulation and scamming and just being gross in general. So, it's kind of his job to be able to get one over on people.
Really?
Don't feel too bad about it.
He doesn't go live.
And talk. They gotta. Wait, what? I'm missing it. Hold on. Yeah, they've been together 20 years. Sarah, what it looks like is someone can't just show up and talk. They gotta say, I'm in this one or that one. For what? You're welcome, Mojo. I'm just spitting truth.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think of these characters, huh?
I don't think they can. They don't compare to the characters that have been on my live stream lately, the Counts and the Red Baron. Good time. I like the literate characters that have been coming up on my live streams. It's been funny. Mojo does respect herself. I don't know why you would say that. I think Mojo respects herself and is respectful to others. Something that I feel like you wouldn't know about David. It's like about your friends.
You still talk to PDX?
Yeah. You know, I'm trying to get out of the void, get away from that. And there's a handful of people that I still, you know, communicate with, and PDX is definitely one of them. She's not done me wrong, so I have no reason to not talk to her.
Yeah, there's a group. We won't mention the names, but there's a group of people that just they're very, very nasty, very mean.
There is, and I pity them. I feel, you know, my gut reaction is, who hurt you? Who hurt you to make you this type of person that you feel you
Who
need
hurt
to
these
get
people?
revenge? Like, who hurt you? I'm sorry that happened. It wasn't okay. Maybe that should be addressed, and they wouldn't be such hateful people. Because to be hateful to other people, even in a joking way, still takes a lot of energy. And you know, who wants to live like that? You know what I mean? That's not living. That's existing at best. And why live putting out nothing but negative energy when it's so much better for you, your psyche, and your physical being to put out positive energy?
Mojo says, you read what she says?
Yeah, I think that's true. She's done nothing wrong. He's just coming at you because he's a miserable person. Don't feed the trolls. Don't feed the fire. You've proven, Mojo, you've proven to us that you're not coming out of, you know, you're not coming for people. You don't lie to people. What you say is true and with good intention. So just ignore him. He's grasping at straws. No hustle or scam. I don't like taking money from people in general. Like, you know, I hate having to ask somebody to borrow money, or something like that. So I definitely don't scam, and I pay it back as soon as possible. So there's that.
Sarah Lee.
I quit talking to Canadian Girl because she was a scammer. I didn't want to be associated with that in any way, shape, or
Really?
form. No, I didn't. That's how I found out she was racist. I wasn't even looking for that. I was just trying to prove that she was a scammer, and I came across that.
Why'd she want money off the people?
Oh yeah, she said that she was moving and the movers broke all of her electronics and she couldn't file a claim, and she was wanting people to hit up her PayPal to replace them. She didn't even move.
Really?
So who am I accusing of scamming other than Canadian Girl?
And I have no history of it.
And she has a history of it. But, you know, whatever. Tinkles. On to the next troll. Oh, Milton? Okay, well, I take that back. Maybe he's not a scammer, but he's just a crappy person.
What about this?
I thought he was scamming, though. I thought he was involved in some kind of scandal. Maybe not. I retract it then. My apologies.
What about this? If you want to answer it, I don't want to. What about this Mark Terry? Are you talking to that weird guy again?
No comment. I'm not talking to him, no, but I have nothing to say on him because he does not matter to me.
How about the other one?
Same thing.
Same thing?
Nope. As far as I'm concerned, they don't exist, so I have nothing to say about it.
That's the best choice to make, you know?
One thing I'll say on that is not my monkey, not my circus, you know?
It's not your monkey on this thing.
Not my monkey.
You don't know who people too well.
I don't know people too well. The people around here that you want me to know, I'm kind of happy I don't know too well. Wouldn't you say that? I bet you wish you didn't know them too well either, though, Milton. I said I retracted my statement about him being a scammer then, but I stand by he's still a shitty person. Because unlike half of the people on YouTube, I'll own what I do and correct it if it's wrong or incorrect.
Mojo, David James flip-flops on you all the time.
Best tennis player asked and answered.
Did you see what best tennis player wrote?
Yeah, asked and answered.
No, he has nothing. She don't want to talk about it.
Well, I have nothing to say about it because I don't. Not my
That's what I do. I mean, that's what I say when I don't like. I ice them out.
Plus, I have nothing to, you know, I don't know anything else or new. I've already said everything I, you know, said. Everything I said, that's what I said. And I don't know anything else new because I don't I don't inject myself into that chaos anymore. So be it.
Cankle says, I mean, you're accusing me of being that person.
I think you might be that person.
Who, Melton?
Yes. Just based on how you're white knighting for them. Okay, I can refer to you as Kinkles, but I still think that may be one of his troll accounts. One of your troll accounts. One of the troll accounts. So be it. That is my opinion. I'm allowed to have it. And vice versa. I'm not stating it as fact, as opinion. Well, and that just like you're calling me ignorant, you can have your opinion on that. Doesn't mean it's fact. But far be it for me to deny you your opinion, that would be hypocritical. I know hypocrite. Missouri, I mean, I've lived in Missouri almost my whole life. I don't know that it's gotten to me. It's kind of a way of life, a lifestyle, personally. Heat gun to my head. That's probably pretty accurate, though. This heat does got me fucked up. Beating Paraguay. Oh, the World Cup. Is that over yet, or is it still?
Who knows? They have bets on it.
I don't know who Callie is, so I didn't.
Collie something. I don't know.
I don't know who that is, so I don't think I called them a scammer. Unless they go by a different name, I called a scammer. I'm not scamming though, but does Callie go by another name? Because everyone I called a scammer, with the exception of this Melton situation, which I've retracted, I've got receipts for. So if they go by another name and I call them a scammer repeatedly, chances are I have receipts for it. But I do not know a Callie, so I'm not sure who you speak of. So your statement is incorrect as of now. Doesn't mean you will stop saying it. It doesn't mean idiots will blindly believe you, which that in turn is a moment of self-reflection for me to see what am I putting out there that people would blindly believe fuck shit statements about me. I don't know who Callie is. I don't have any receipts on Callie because I don't know who they are. Thank you. So.
Wow.
DJ, you should prove you don't hate Mojo by donating a large amount of money to her.
See, that's part of the abuse, Mojo. He attacks you, then makes up. Attacks you, and then makes up.
It is a cycle of abuse.
You're in the middle of the abuse system, Mojo, and you don't even realize it. He'll attack you, then make up, and you'll forgive him. He'll attack you, then make up, and you'll forgive him. While you're part of his abuse, Mojo, and you don't even realize it, do you? Mojo, over somebody on the internet you don't even know.
That is a cycle of abuse. No, you are correct.
That's what he does.
See, Kinkles, that statement you made where you said DJ is an outstanding citizen, based on the interactions I've had with you, that's where I personally chalk that up to consider the source.
DJ said, Sarah, stop.
Sarah, stop agreeing with John, but when you point out that you're a cycle of abuse?
Well, isn't that the cycle of abuse?
Yes, it is. Poster child for cycle of abuse.
Yeah, the Mojo and Flutter, he attacks them, then makes up. Then attacks again, and then makes up.
So what
and
I'm
another
saying
half an hour, he'll attack you again, Mojo, and then make up with you.
So what I'm saying is he should make the cycle of abuse go in full if he's going to commit to it and donate a large amount of money to Mojo. Mojo, wink, wink.
He donates big money to Mojo. Right?
I don't know. I'm not in their financials like that.
Mojo.
I don't know about abuse. I've been a victim of abuse, unfortunately, way too many times.
To abuse? Maybe.
And if anyone's going through any kind of real life or even internet cycles of abuse with somebody and they need to talk to somebody about it, you can dial 988 in the US from any landline or cell phone. You can also text. And that is the mental health crisis line. They will talk to you, help you through things, and give you resources so you no longer have to live in that cycle of abuse. 24/7, 365, 988 from any landline and or cell phone. Do what you will with that information. I personally say, take it, put it in your back pocket in case you ever need it, or there's somebody else who needs it.
Yeah, I wrote it down. So there's a free crisis center.
Thank you. And you know what's crazy though? YouTube flags comments like that when they're put in text on videos or in live chats. It flags it and won't post it. I don't know what sinister agenda that's for, that they don't want that out there, but they do. Like Giles, he does This Is Monsters. He used to have that at the end of all of his videos. He lists off resources people could use, and then they started demonetizing his videos for it. So he would just put it up on as a visual and not verbalize it, and they still were demonetizing him for that. So now, unfortunately, it's not there like it used to be. And people need that kind of resource, especially, watching true crime videos. People can relate to those, unfortunately, and those are the people that need those resources the most. And it's kind of fucked up that YouTube is stonewalling that information. You would think YouTube would want people to be in a good place mental health wise, but I don't think they do.
Yeah, let me write this.
Man, this thing is fucked up. I can't make the right ratio to water on this. I think it pulled down outside. It's not as hot in here. Dog's not panting anymore, so I think the rain cooled it down, but I know there's heat behind it. But also, if the storms hurry up and move through, that means Ameren can get out here and get on whatever the issue is, because they won't come out and actively work on downlines or things like that when there's storms and, pushing through. But the faster they push through, the faster they can get it fixed. Excuse me.
So that bubbly noise is what? Marijuana?
I don't think John is triggered right now, DJ. I think your attempts at triggering him are
Right, I'm not triggered.
not successful.
Yeah, I'm not triggered.
I don't think Kindles is doing too good of a job of being a troll either, but you are correct, Chad. I think that is a band. Text.
You dyed your hair.
Hairier is what they wrote. I don't hairier. I don't even know if that's a word. Man, they sure as fuck try. Okay. Can you imagine that being your daily existence? You wake up and say, "How can I be the best troll I can be today?" I mean, I guess whatever makes you happy, but I don't know. I don't know, man. I just know one day I woke up and I was like, "This is stupid. This is stupid. I don't want to be a part of this drama bullshit anymore." So I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Wait, Nick sick? Is that Nick's? Is that the same person? I mean, I'm just curious because I'm assuming it's the same person. Okay, I just want to make sure I was in my mind, like I was associating them with Nick's, and I just want to make sure I was correct on that. I mean, nothing negative or positive, just nothing. It's no ulterior motives or agendas or anything like that. I just want to make sure I was associating them with the right person.
It sounds the same.
Yeah, Australia does not have Cash App, but they have PayPal, and they're all the same parent company. Well, here's something crazy. When I was a teenager, like 18, 19, right out of high school, I ran in the same social circle as the guy who created Cash App, the one that was murdered. I think it was in Florida. I knew his younger brother a little better than I knew him, but I mean, we knew each other. We ran the same circle. same social circle there for a while. Kind of wild. And I mean, I know that he was into drugs and stuff at the time of his murder. Fame gets to people, but he was always kind of. He was like me. We were kind of kindred spirits in the sense that we were just kind of out there, you know, marching to the beat of our own drummer a lot. Yes, ma'am. Okay. It looks like the storm moved through. You want to go swimming? In our pool?
Really?
There should be swim shirts clean. You can wear one of mine if you want to. Give me a second. I'll get my suit on. No, not there with you. My swimsuit on. Looks like we're going swimming. As far as I know, Ameren still doesn't has not determined it. That's not what's going on next week, but okay. Yeah, Ameren hasn't determined it yet, but now that the storm's moved through, I'm sure that they're going to get out there and try to figure it out. And looks like it's widespread, though. It's in St. Louis County and Jeffco. There's maybe a transformer, a big transformer's down in some way. See, this is where I could jump into that drama bullshit and bring up a video with cats and a Maryloid, but I won't. What was that?
Babyface boy shirts flutter. What's wrong, Flutter? You're too scared to come over on your original channel because you don't want David James to know, Flutter, because then he won't pay you. You got to come up on a hidden channel, Babyface, and lick the windows from the inside out. Flutter.
I have no opinion on that because I have no knowledge about it. Unlike a lot of people on YouTube, and I try not to speak on things I really don't have knowledge on. Yeah, I've been hearing that too. I think it's feedback. I tried to fix it on my side, so I'm thinking it might not be my side. I don't know.
Sure is Nick 6.
That sound right there. Who was saying that?
And you know what? You know who Mimi is, David James? Do you know who Mimi is? It's R&D, David James. R&D and Flutter are both under here under fake accounts. Goodbye, R&D. I told you they were together, David James. That's why Flutter and R&D came in here at the same time.
I love R&D. I'm sorry. I know you two don't get along, and I'm sorry for whatever happened. But
no, it's not that he's shady, and I know how shady he is.
Fair enough.
I mean, who is he? Have you ever seen him? Or
no, there's a lot of people in here I haven't seen, but I just go by the interactions I have with them that I have experienced, and you know, my experiences aren't the same as yours, so I see why our opinions differ on that person.
But do you pick and choose your friend, or you let them pick and choose you?
Well, I mean, I think it goes both ways.
It's R&D. R&D kisses my ass every single day, but I don't let him pick and choose. I know what he can do.
Well, it sounds like he's choosing to want to be your friend, but you're not allowing. You're choosing for him not to be your friend.
It is, Chad. Don't second guess me. Don't second guess me, Chad. It is his account.
R&D and Luna could be the same person. We would never know.
Maybe Chad's not that smart. Maybe he's dumber than I think.
We don't see Luna. But
you're also condescending around here, Chad. You know. Why don't you go and give a Nelson Green blowjobs again or something? You know. Why don't you run back to Nelson Green and give him some blowjobs?
Oh well. See, you're just making those statements out of anger.
Don't tell me who anybody is around here.
I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying you're making.
No, not you. I'm talking about Chad. You know, like, you know, he's telling me I don't know who these troll accounts are when I do know. I've only been doing with R&D's troll accounts for about a year. You know what I mean? Like I should know. John, you want to give Nelly a blowjob? His beanie and his thick belly, no. Chad should go give him a blowjob.
Why? Chad hasn't done anything except disagree with you. I think he's.
He didn't disagree. He's trying to give me something like he knows damn well that was R&D's account.
I just feel like Chad has been good to you for a long time. So
Well,
you
Chad's
need
good
to
to
put some
everybody.
balls
You know what I
away.
mean, if you're a friend to everybody, you're a friend to nobody. Remember that.
How's that? How is that? Why can't you be a friend to everybody?
Never mind.
No,
You
no,
wouldn't understand.
I guess not. I don't see how.
You
I
wouldn't
think
understand.
I probably wouldn't.
If you're a friend with everybody, you're a friend to nobody.
I don't. That doesn't. I
You can
think
only really be friends with one or two people. I mean,
I don't know that that's true. I mean,
you can only be a friend to one or two people with all that. I mean, come on.
why do you say that? Why can't you be a friend to many? I think you can be a friend to many people. I mean, at the very least, be nice to many people. It doesn't cost anything to be a decent human to people.
Flutter used to be cool. She changed into a monster. Exactly. Or maybe she was always a monster, Google. Maybe she was just on her best behavior to try to fit in with everybody. And then she became, her monster came out. Ever think of that? She
I
didn't
don't think
become a monster. She was always a monster under disguise.
my opinion, Kinkle, is that I don't think they would look at it as a person being community property. I think most people would look at that as just being nice to multiple people. Just my opinion. All right. Sure. You sure. Or a town. Oh, what did I see? Here's this. Here you go. Have a towel. I'll be out there in a minute. I'm gonna try to put some bleach in it, even though or chlorine, even though there's not pump going. So you're gonna chill? No, I got pee. I'll be out there in a minute. See.
Chad. Nelson Green said the most terrible things about my daughter and called me the most terrible names. And you were over there waving to him. Hi, Nelson. Hi. How you doing? You don't forget things like that, Chad. I let it slide, but I don't forget things like that. When I say go suck a stick, it's a slang meaning that you're a bootlicker. You know what I mean? You're a bootlicker. You're really a friend of nobody's. You're just everybody's friend. Translation, you don't stick out to anybody as being a real friend to anybody.
Did he know that Nelson was saying those vile things?
Come on, Sarah. Come
No,
on.
seriously, did he know? Maybe he came in late to that stream or something.
He knows. He knows.
Has he outwardly disagreed with it?
No, he don't publicly disagree. He didn't say, "Oh, you shouldn't be saying that stuff." Instead, he says he smiles and he's happy about it.
But he didn't join in with it. I mean, maybe he was just kind of trying to be neutral. I don't know. I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt here.
Well, Sarah, you have who you like on your channel, and I'll have and do what I want on my channel, right?
I'm not telling you what to do with your channel. I'm just saying I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. It's not my place to tell you what to do with your channel.
You wouldn't tolerate it either. You wouldn't like it either.
No, I probably would not.
If someone's calling you all these stuff and doing all this stuff to you, and then the person is over there like accepting it and agreeing with it all. I mean, you wouldn't say nothing to the person?
No, I probably wouldn't tolerate it, but I would, me personally, I would go through all the scenarios and just try to make sure that was indeed the case. And then, no, you're right, I would not tolerate it if that was the case. I gotta pee.
And it went on for months. It went on for a month, not just one single time. Until I finally got rid of Nelson Green. I got rid of Nelson Green, see? I ran him the hell out of here finally. It could have been quicker if it wasn't it would have been quicker if it wasn't for people like Chad over there supporting it. She sounds smart. Come on. David James, if you're so smart, why don't you come up here?
What does chimp out mean? Is that like freak out? I lived by the chimp lady from Tanya lived up here, but all those chimps came from Tiny Casey, and that's right down the road from me. And she lived on Tiny Casey's property until she moved Tonka to Sunset Beach, which was fucking crazy.
Sort of like people do with a VoIP. Cankles, who are you?
I can't see their avatar very well on my phone, but it almost looks like Barbie girls, not Vegas Barbie, Barbie girls.
Yeah, Barbie girls.
With that red magma hat. I don't know. I can't. I'm trying to zoom in. I can't see it very well, but from a distance, that's what it reminds. Their avatar reminds me of.
Yeah, TJ, you're blocked. He's a blockhead. You don't know the rules of the game.
I have to admit, their username is kind of funny. Cankles McTaco Tits. It's kind of funny.
I think you know the rules of the game.
There's somebody in your backstage, Gambler, saying, "Let me up." I don't know who that is. I don't. I'm
No.
guessing you know who that is. Oh, it's DJ. Yeah, no.
Do you want him up?
No, I got to get going off here. I'm gonna go swimming with Carter. So
Yeah.
I appreciate you asking, but yeah, I'm gonna have off here. I'm gonna go out to the pool with him.
See, you're running her off.
No, Carter's already out of the pool. I told him after I go pee, I'd meet him out there.
All right.
So thank you for having me. Have a good fourth. Have a good fourth chat.
Hope you make out better.
Thanks. I hope the power comes on soon.
Keep updated. What's going on with the election?
I don't know. Hopefully it comes on soon. Otherwise, I'll be live streaming from my car.
I hope.
All right, guys. Have a good one. Thanks, John, for having me up. Have a good day.
You too.
What's going on?
See, here's R&D again in the chat.
Why?
He's Mimi. He's Get Ready. R&D is up here. Why do you bring these weirdos around here, David James?
No, well, I didn't bring him around. I mean, if he's on troll accounts, that's not on me.
R&D, what part of you're not welcome here? We don't want you here.
So what's going on, John? You're unhappy that I went on Zombie's channel and Big Red came up?
You're weird, David James. You're weird. I'll be right there. You're just weird. Very weird. Very weird, and you're cucked out. All R&D. David James.
Can
I'm
you hear
going to
me?
say it once, okay? And then I'm going to boot you.
Can you hear me?
I'm going to say it once and I'm going to boot you.
Why?
You
Why are
called
you going
Dave
to beat me?
25 on WhatsApp and complained about zombies and this woman for an hour.
Yeah,
If
because
anybody
zombies.
ever talks to her or goes anywhere near her, they're iced out. They ain't
Yeah.
no good. Blah blah blah. And then 20 minutes later, you were up there kissing ass.
Well, zombies was calling me a pedo.
You can't be trusted, dude.
Zombies was calling me a pedo, and I still stand by this. I don't like that Sandy Hart is on YouTube trying to jam people up. But it's Zombie's channel. She came up and she didn't.
No, you came up there. Come on back up, Sandy. After all the terrible things you said about her.
I was already speaking to Zombies.
After all the terrible things you said about her, 20 minutes before you were up there kissing ass. It's something's weird. It's weird.
No, I wasn't really kissing ass.
I don't deal with real lifers. Okay, they're iced out here, and you're part of the problem.
Why?
And Zombies cried for 3 hours for protection. They're her behind the scenes.
Yeah, but that's his channel.
Like, this is weird. It's like weird.
Yeah,
people are all weird, dude. And you're entertaining it, dude.
I don't run his channel, John.
You admit it. You admit you said all this shit though behind the scenes.
Yeah, I don't.
You
like,
admit it. That's all. All
yeah,
right, that's good.
no, I don't like.
So
I don't
why were
like
you up there kissing ass and all this though? I mean, you know.
Well, she wasn't attacking me or anything.
Yeah, but the point of it is you want everybody else to do all this and said all this, and
John,
you don't go through it yourself.
John,
it's
but
called
you
being
let
two-faced, David.
Yeah, but John, you let her on your.
Get out of here. I got him to admit it, though. See, I got him to admit that I was telling the truth. This guy, all he does is talk about Vegas Barbie and fucking Sandy Hart and all this behind the scenes, what he wants to do to him and how he wants to dismember him. 30 minutes later, he was up there being friends with these people. Zombies, like, you know, they're all fucking weird. I just don't want him up on panel, okay? You don't belong up here. You're on probation from coming on panels, dude. You know, you broke your own policy. That's what you told me. Anybody that's seen around these people on panels, they're not to be around anymore and all that. And then you were up there on the panels. They were your own fucking words, not my words. I never said that. You're the one that said it. And you just admitted it, you know? It's so fucking weird. You can't trust these people, you know? And you're not going to come up here. Go to Dave 25's panel and talk about it, see? Don't come around here. Stay in the side chat with your cuck R&D. At least you get to talk in the side chat for now. You fucking weirdo. The point of it is, it's true what I'm saying, you know? It's true what I'm saying. I don't want to hear any of the bullshit. None of your fucking, your fucking gaslighting or whatever. That's the truth. It wasn't more 30 minutes ago that you weren't talking about what did you want to do to Vegas Barbie and what's her name and Zombies. Well, not 30 minutes. It was maybe like 2 hours. But then right after that, you were up there kissing ass. It's fucking weird, dude. And I don't want it. I don't want it around up here. Stay inside chat. Don't fucking come up here. You know, we're by the book around here. You know, we're keeping it fair, honest. We don't do, you know, no fucking, I don't know, maybe you're playing a game. Maybe you're trying to script stuff, but we don't do that around here. You can go to Mark Terry's or Zombies or Dave 25's and play your scripted stuff. You know what I mean? You know, your flip-flopping scripted stuff, or maybe play with Mojo. But you know, I'm not falling for it. You know, heads got to turn around here. We don't have time for scripted shit. You know, if you don't mean what you say, don't come up here, David James. If you don't mean what you say, don't come up here. I got you to admit it. That's what I wanted to do. You know, this isn't, you know, this isn't pretend up here. We hold a responsible news channel up here, David James. This isn't like Mark Terry. You know, it's not scripted. So you're in the mindset that all this is like pretend. It's not pretend. David James, we go by facts. We don't go by your scripted shit. acting like you hate people and then being friends with them the next day and all that. That's what I don't want here. That's what separates me from the other ones, David James. You, R&D, and Fluttermouse pretending like you're fighting and getting back together and, saying all these terrible things about these people, but then being friends with them. We're not doing it around here, David James. I was a born media person. That's all I'm saying is we're not going to tolerate it around here. That's the problem I have with you, David James, You think all this is like one big joke or something, I look for facts, okay? And report facts. Not like you. You want to kill everybody, and then you're up there giving them high fives in the air. I mean, there's nothing you could say. There's nothing for you to say up here, David James. You admitted everything. You're easy, too. You're easy to get to admit things. He's fake as fuck, Daddy Ways. David James is fake as fuck, along with R&D and Fluttermouse. They're fake as fuck. You tell the truth. You tell the truth. Danny, I can't with this guy anymore. I don't even talk to half these people, and they run. Zombies runs and complains about me. I don't deal with this retard until he comes around on my channel. I don't even go to his channel. He comes here once in a while, this fucking retard. The point of it is, David James, you want to talk fantasy stuff. You know what I mean? You want to, we're not into fantasy shit, like you're into. Well, he's trying to be something he's not, Danny West. David James is trying to be something he's not. You know what I mean? He talks the nastiest, crudest things, and he goes over there and acts nice to him. He's a fake. And this isn't the kind of channel that we, that's Mark Terry's kind of stuff. Go to Mark Terry. R&D, Fluttermouse, they're fake. They fight one day, then they're friends the next. They want attention, There's no substance to them. There's no reality to them, You're a very bad actor, David James. You're a very bad actor. You, R&D, and Fluttermouse are very bad actors. Very bad. I'm not going to let you come up here and bash somebody for an hour and then go over there. You're all very bad actors, One threatens to kill the other one, but they're up there acting friends a week later. It's fucking weird. You're all bad actors. Very bad actors. You have no facts, David James. That's the problem. You said the most terrible, gruesome things about these people. If they only knew what you said, and then you're up there an hour later, I think they have a right to know. You said the most gruesome, terrible things about Vegas Barbie, about Sandy, and then you were up there kissing ass about zombies, and it's weird, You're fake, very fake, very fake. John, are you following the footsteps? Who's Morton Downey Jr.? Never watched him. See, here's Fluttermouse again, babyface. Cankles, you're the best. Well, as long as you're around here in your troll account, who cares? You have to lick the windows. No, I called you out. Get it right, David James. I'm the one that called you out. John, Cankles is R&D. If I knew that for real, I would get rid of Cankles. Well, get rid of Cankles if you want. I don't care. If you got a wrench, you can get rid of whoever you want because you can't block them. You can just time them out. So part of having a wrench is you can get rid of who you want, right? John, these people slander you, then they come crawling back for a month. For a whole month, David James slandered me. I don't want you up here. You don't deserve the privilege of coming up, David James. Don't you get it? You don't deserve the privilege to come up here. What makes you so special? You're not going to come over here and gaslight me. With your little fantasy games and all that kind of stuff, you know? This is real stuff, David James. It's not scripted stuff. I told you the story. Babyface, if you want to get rid of it, get rid of it. Because it's Fluttermouse's fake account because she has to hide it to save face from a real account. Hey, Cindy Rocks, what's going on? Happy 4th of July, Cindy. Not to me, it's not satire. You don't belong on this channel if you think this is all about fun and games, David James. I'm a reporting channel. I can't report fake news, David James. I can't report that. Then I'd be fake news. I got to report the real news. I do the job other people won't do around here, David James. So you're the coward. You think it's all. You think all you want everything scripted to fit your narrative and all that. It's not like that, David James. You got to go. That's why you belong over on Dave 25. You don't belong here or Mark Terry. You guys fight and want to kill each other. They want to fight and kill each other, and then they're friends and all this kind of stuff. Babyface chips. You keep telling yourself that, David, until you get doxxed. Yeah, you keep telling it until you get doxxed, David James. They're working on doxing you. We'll see how scripted everything is when we find out you're doxxed, David James. Yeah, he said, I killed Lolly. Danny West. He said, I killed Lolly. He has to bring other people that can't defend themselves in this. Lolly wouldn't even look at you a second chance. The minute you said one thing about her, you'd be gone out of here permanently. I'm easy. She wasn't that easy, David James. You wouldn't even be around here if she was here, believe me. The way you talk about me like that, she wouldn't even have you around over here. You wouldn't have lasted a week over here, David James, if she was still around over here. She wouldn't allow any talk like this about me. The way you people abuse me up here and all that, she wouldn't allow that. Well, he's still in this scripted mode. He thinks everything's a joke and he can say what he wants and, everything's all fantasy and all that, Thank you, Mojo. He thinks it's all funny, things he says and killing people and all that and everything he does over and over again. He thinks it's all, I don't want it around over here, David Chan. I don't want your scripted shit around over here, Then you're friends with them. You and your friends that you all scripted shit with. Zombies, you're all scripted, man. They're all scripted. They're all fucking fake. They're all fake and phonies, man. Or they wouldn't even give each other the time of day, The Oda Mays and the Vegas Point. It's all scripted. The whole fucking thing is scripted. They're all scripted. They're all fucking, and we keep this real to real reporting and my opinions, and that's it. That's why I'm not involved with Mark Terry and all these other weirdos, They all scripted shit. John has this Chad. David James, you didn't even know Lolly, you fucking weirdo. You weren't even around then, you fucking weirdo, you. Mojo, that's right. That's right. Lolly loved John, okay, David James, and vice versa. Knock that off with your fake narrative. You weren't even around. And you're not coming up here and arguing with the host. You're not going to be arguing with the host if that's what you think you're doing. You have no power. Go crawl behind one of these channels that get 10 people watching them and post your complaint. You weirdo. Thank you, Mojo. Right, Danny. I killed Lolly. What a weirdo. Lolly would have kicked your ass, man. If you think I'm something, David James, you didn't know what Lolly was about. You didn't know Lolly. Lolly would stick up for me at all times, David James, at all times. Right, next. Right, Nick Sick. If a woman's not going to stick up for their man, then they're no good, really. I mean, they really are no good. I never see Fluttermouth sticking up for you, David James. I never see Fluttermouth sticking up for you. He's triggered. That's why he said that. He got triggered. If I dislike somebody, David James, it's for real. You know, it's not pretend, David James. Is that what you think? You think it's all pretend when I don't like somebody or all this stuff? Is that what you think? It's all pretend? It's pretend with you. You know, you pretend to hate people and all that, and then you're friends with them. I don't pretend that. Really? It wasn't pretend with Nelson Green. I meant everything I said. A triggered David James brings views. Well, if you trigger him, but he has some idiotic comments he makes, you know, like everybody's supposed to believe his idiotic comments. From a thumb, you know, you want to take that off a thumb? What are you, a thumb drive? Right, he's looking. That's exactly right, Nick Sick. You're correct. You're very correct. David James is looking for an outlet right now so he can go off, and he's trying to find a channel. That's right, and he's not doing it here. You know, go to these channels over there that you kiss ass to, and you want to, you know, go to these phonies. Go to them. He's scurrying around right now, Nick Sick. He's begging Dave 25 to go live. He's trying to get a hold of a channel to where he can go off and go off because he's in a rage right now. See. Flutter, if you don't come around on your regular channel, you're not coming around. Your regular avatar. That's Fluttermouse. she's too scared to come up on a regular account because she don't want David James to know that she's coming around. Baby Butcher, Babyface 1, Babyface 2, R&D 2, Mimi, all that is R&D and Fluttermouse. You know? They got to start coming up with some new troll accounts. Some new troll accounts. Yeah, they're not very good at it, are they, Nick? Say. The whole thing about having a troll account is not letting anybody know who it is. That's why they call it a troll account. But if you tell one person, believe me, everybody will know eventually. Mimi is R&D and all them butchered baby things. That's all Fluttermouse and all that. And they're rooks. Oh, really? All them shorts that R&D made? Oh, thanks for telling me. I'll search his channel and I'll go over there and see what I can do. I'll call my representative up. Why? Because I don't want him around anymore? So he does these shorts about me? His 1 year ban will now be 2 years ban when I find this out. He's triggered. That's why Stranger Than Fiction. He's triggered. He does that because he's triggered. R&D is very sneaky. Very sneaky. That's an understatement, isn't it? That's an understatement saying R&D is sneaky. Extremely sneaky. He's been trying to friend me for the last fucking 2 days. Block, block, block. No is no, R&D. There's nothing to be friends about. There's nothing to... You're irrelevant. I squish you like a bug. They all want to be here. That's the ironic thing. They try so hard. Well, all you got to do is be a decent person and you can be here. That's all. You know, I don't want to turn people away, but they won't stop. You know, they pick and prod, instigate, start a lot of trouble. You know, we want people here, you know, we welcome people here. But when they pick and prod and go real life and try to or whatever and send messages and all that, I don't want them here. You know, that's it. But I welcome new people. I mean, you know, you don't attack the host.
Yo, David James just lit me up for $500. David James just lit me up, dude. You're done, cuck. You're done, Camillo. You're fucking done. And we're going live tonight on the Dave 25 podcast. And yeah, David James is coming up. You're fucking done. You can stay over here with your crackhead Sarah Lee. Yo, Camillo.
Yeah, wait a minute, Dave. David James says we don't.
And now
bow
I can't
down.
hear you,
Isn't
bitch.
being here bowing down?
David James sent me $500, you motherfucker.
Huh? What the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
David James sent me
Hello?
$500, Camillo. What the fuck is wrong with your shit? It's broken. That's why I pay for Zoom, because I have support for my show. And Nelson Green, quit fucking worrying me up, dude. If you contact me again, I'm calling your police. In Syracuse, New York. So, I wouldn't do that if I were you, dude. And by the way, me and David James are cheating on LJ behind his back. We're having sex together. So, yeah,
Look, you got to stop jumping down every 5 minutes.
you're fucking jumping down, not
You
me.
got to stop it, dude.
You're acting real fucking jumpy, dude.
Stop jumping down and
You're
coming
jumping
back
up and
up and
down.
jumping
I don't
down.
know what's
Well,
going
you're not
on
going to be up
with
here
Sarah
anymore.
Lee. I think you're on drugs. You're on crack. You're trying to
Who?
get with a fucking crackhead. The only reason why you did that stream for 7 hours the other day is because you were high on meth. David James just lit me up $500, so I guess I can do some charity on your show today.
Yeah.
Charity work. Volunteer, community fucking service, motherfucker.
All right. What kind of scripted stuff do you want to talk about today?
My gay sex with David James. Larry June is pissed because of this affair we're having.
Now, if you want to talk scripted stuff about having sexual relations with David James, go ahead. How was the sex between you and David James? Was it good?
Great, airtight.
You own this guy. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Did you say airtight?
Yeah, Cowpoot just got a new fucker. He got a Honda CRV 2002, and he spent $700 on tires. His wife gave it's a fucking hand-me-down from his wife, Sue Ellen, that she gave him. It was kept in his garage since 2002. They bought it brand new, one owner. Now it's his. It was his wife's. Now it's his.
Well,
Because his other car, the fucking engine blew. The one that Nelly was making fun of him.
does David James? Do you fuck David James up the ass?
We both same as me and LJ.
But you have phone conversations in a sexual way with David James.
Oh yeah.
I know you do. I heard it. Fuck.
Exactly.
I heard it. Why?
And I heard you and Sarah Lee phone voting live. So what?
See that? Dave makes all the money.
Dude, listen, I can
These
pay
guys are in love.
I can
These
pay
guys
my
are in
car,
love,
I can pay my car insurance off for half the year for $400. He gave me $500. That's fucking 6 months of fucking. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta talk sexual to him though, Dave. It's not for
So
free.
what?
You gotta talk sexual to him.
You used to make him come. I don't know what happened.
Huh?
He used to send you money too.
Well, David James used to send me money. Then he started saying, "John, I want something in return."
Exactly.
And I'm like, "Well, what do you mean, David James?" He says, "Well, nothing's for free, John. Can you make strange noises on the phone for me?" And after all that, I said, "Fuck you. I don't want your money."
You knew he was gay for me, and
Yeah, he tried. I was his pet project. He thought he could have sex with me on the phone.
Dude,
Why, you think he just gives money?
I'm a fucking celebrity, so I will be getting signed. And yes, I'm not taking Nelly up with me. I'm not taking none of you up with me.
Well, I want these people to understand. Here you got David. Here you got Dave 25, a very good witness, saying that he had sexual relations on the phone and on video with David James.
Also, the other day, Camilla, why were you talking about like, oh, I'm not worried about that. I don't have much time left. That was fucking hilarious.
See, David James, I'm not the one saying it. Dave 25 is saying it. You're your lover. You're rejecting your anger onto me. I'm not saying this, David James. He's saying it right now.
And Camilla, your
how
body,
am I always the bad guy over there?
and your body that you put in the title, dude, it's breaking down. It's not,
My
so
body.
yeah, you put like that you're strong or whatever, like body or something. You put, I forget what it was, but your fucking body's breaking down. Your fucking tooth fell out over a fucking chocolate bar Michelle K gave you, and then another one, and it's like.
But you're fucking David James behind the scenes.
That couldn't be the furthest from the truth,
But you're fucking David James up the ass.
And a crackhead's complimenting you on shitty new titles. She wouldn't know how to fucking run a channel if she fucking stopped using drugs or never took drugs.
Who are you talking about?
In her life, Sarah Lee.
She loves my new titles. Do you love them?
No, because they're not even true. Your body's breaking down.
You know what's going to be breaking down? The places you had to live.
You wish. You don't know where I'm staying at.
I know everything, Dave. Remember that. I know exactly where you are right now.
And I know where you are. You're with Wally Cunningham.
I know where you are right now, Dave.
You're in hell with Wally.
Do you want me to say it? I'm being nice to you. Don't be coming up here attacking the host, you little motherfucker.
I'm at LJ's house right now, but I'm
I
packing.
know where you're at, dude.
I'm flying to fucking David James. I'm
There's
taking
a
it to an
tracker on
actual
your
flight.
car.
Wow. Really? You're gonna go there?
There's a tracker on your car.
Yeah, that's how you knew. I went to Chili's the other day. Fucking what is it? Wendy's and got chili. How would that motherfucker in your chat know that I got chili? I never get chili. I get burgers, right? And then all of a sudden you're putting that I had a chili from Wendy's twice.
Noodles put a tracker and gave me the information.
That's how these motherfuckers knew. And then how did you know that I was talking to Nelson Green today? All of a sudden, this cuck, Carl the cuck, in your chat. Oh, he's Dave's talking to Nelson Green again. How do you know? All of a sudden, me and Nelson Green are.
I
speaking
told
today.
you. I'm Nostradamus. I know everything that goes on, Dave.
Unless you have a track, unless you have
there's a little recording. There's a recording and a tracker on your fucking
unless
car.
you have a tracker, how would you know that I was at Wendy's eating their fucking chili? And I had it fucking like twice. I had a free fucking chili, and then with my order, like you spend $5, you get a free fucking chili. And then I went back and got it again. Like, so how does your fucking trolls know?
How would I know that you were trying to buy a grill today? How would I know that?
I mean, David James bought me one, yeah, for the 4th. He said you can have a cookout. But I was like, thank you.
Dave, I have your location right now. Right fucking now, I have your location.
Wow.
I have it on Google Maps right now.
That's sick. That's fucking sick. Because you knew I went to Wendy's. You know I'm talking to Nelly, so there must be a microphone on this tracker.
I know your exact location right now. I know where you're at. You better be very nice to me, Dave.
Why? Does that mean that you're blackmailing?
I'm not going to do anything.
You're blackmailing me to have sex with you instead of David James?
No. You better show me a little bit of respect.
You want me to be your duckling live? All right. Well, we'll be live. We'll be live on the Dave 25 podcast today. David James is coming up. No. If you want to come up later, David, and speak with David James, it's going to be on my fucking turf, motherfucker. Home
there
field
is.
started.
You just pulled in where you're at right now. You've been there for like 15 minutes. Correct?
You know.
Have I been wrong yet?
No.
Have I been wrong yet?
And apparently Mark didn't pull out with molasses when she's pregnant. And there's a good chance that the kid could come out retarded at her age.
What time are you going live?
Down syndrome. Like
What time are you going live?
I don't know. Whenever David James is ready, I'm gonna call him and see.
Well, he lights it up the ass,
Well, he lights it up, yeah, too.
Now, yeah. Dave, where are you, Larry June?
He got picked up.
How do you think Larry June gets his information about where you're at?
He ended up getting picked up over Rich Life. He contacted the authorities on him regarding LJ, and they did something because he's the one who paid Big A, and there was a transaction made to fucking threaten Rich Life road trips that he's going to shut him up for good.
Dave, what is that? Did you get a new pillow that's in your back seat, laying there in the back seat? A pillow? Is that a new pillow? Dave?
What?
Is that a brand new pillow you got laying in their back seat?
Hey, wait, how do you know I got a pillow right here?
Because I'm watching you, dude.
It's a My Pillow.
What do you think? I'm a rookie around here, dude?
They used to sponsor the Steel Toe Morning Show, so I bought one.
What, you don't think I have connections? You don't think your phone really doesn't have a bug on it? You think your phone? You think your car doesn't have a bug? Is that what
you know about me and Amy Chesbrough, then?
I don't know who that person is. Have I been wrong yet for everything I said where you were?
No. You knew about fucking Wendy's? That's got me fucking tripping out because they said it again the other day. It's like, these motherfuckers, how do you know? They said chili, Real fucking weird. I'll send you my fucking order, dude, If you don't believe me.
Dave, you're getting very nervous right now. You're getting very nervous.
I'm just saying, you know.
Amy is Nelson. There's Sarah Lee in the chat.
I think the Apex theory in your chat is in your group chat with the tracker, and he has access to it. Dude, I'm sending you my fucking last order, dude.
Why do
Okay?
I want that?
Because you can see what I fucking ordered here.
I don't care.
No, that you motherfuckers are right, dude. You know? All right, there you go, motherfucker. What does it say?
Hold on. I don't know. Hello?
Yeah, send it to you on Instagram.
I just gave David James the biggest boot he ever got. He's wearing his asshole as a necklace right now. You're wearing your asshole as an LJ has a tracker on your car, Dave.
I know he does. He paid the truckers to put it on there for him.
He's spooked. David James, you've been eliminated until future notice. Now, Dave, I never said I put a tracker on your vehicle. I never said I did that or did that. But I know your every move, Dave. Remember that. I know your every move of my satellite. Now, somebody else, I'm not going to tell you who did it, but it starts with an N, has two O's in it, and ends with an S. Put the tracker on one late night on his way to go visit somebody. His name is Michelle Marie Delaney. Dave knows. He knows.
You know, Big A put the tracker on my car, and LJ paid him to do it, and he's being jammed up by Rich Life of Road Trips for his involvement in the threats that Big A made towards him, saying he's going to shut him up for good. He took that as a death threat, and so did his local sheriff's department. The sheriff wasn't too happy, wasn't thrilled, and issued a warrant out for LJ's arrest out of North
For real?
Carolina. Yeah, so that's why he's been quiet. He's being
Wait,
held.
LJ has an arrest warrant out.
Yeah, he's being held until Monday.
Oh, Dave. LJ's probably out with his family barbecuing. Going to watch some fireworks.
With his dead son that fucking died in Afghanistan, really?
He said he never had a son, Dave.
He's mourning in a jail cell over his dead son.
I thought you said he had a daughter.
It's Independence Day today. Really, dude? Come on. His son fought for this fucking country, and you're going to disrespect him like that?
Hey, my dad and grandfather and uncles were all in the military and all that.
Well, he got arrested
I have family
over
members
Chris.
in the military, but I mean, I'm not against the 4th of July. I mean, I love the revolution. I'm just home because I have nothing to do, you know. I have no, you know, my daughter messages me and called me today, but I mean, I really have no.
Well, at least she's alive. He's got a dead son who died in the war, you know?
Jesus Christ, Dave.
So.
Dave, you dropped out again. Why do you keep dropping out and coming back and dropping out and coming back? What the fuck is your problem, dude? You're like the monkey, man. What is the problem? You know, it's weird. It's like a ping pong ball. This fucker comes in, comes out, comes in, comes out. You know he's doing it on purpose. It's a retardation move. He's retarded, John. I know he is. I know he's retarded. LJ's at a barbecue. He's not over in no prison. You know, you're scripting your stuff. We're here to tell the truth. You and David James make up stories. You know, we don't do that here, Dave. You know. Yeah, David James' scripts are just getting worse and repetitive. Best tennis player. They're just getting repetitive.
Wow. Sure. What the fuck? Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know. Hello. Wow.
You gone. Later, trash.